Hey ABC, it's Greeno. I want to do a video here, jump in to help celebrate Brother Lee hitting 1 year in the BC, which is crazy, man. It seems like you've been around a lot longer than that, making great videos. It's, the NoiseSpektrum. Lee's up in Canada. If you haven't checked out his videos, do so. I mean, if you dig what I'm showing, you're going to dig what Lee's showing. Like I say, man, it seems like you've been around a lot longer than a year. It's kind of crazy. Alright, let's kind of jump into it. Lee asked a question and wanted us to show a couple things. So just get right at it. And actually have it pulled up here. Question was, fast forward 5 years, will you still be collecting music? Will your perspective or purchasing habits change in any way? I've been doing this, collecting music, since, I don't know, 77, 78, somewhere in there. So, yeah, I'll still be collecting music. But, first of all, it's like, man, I view music as like, you know, it's this road you're on, man. And there's detours, you know. You know what you like, but it's cool to take a detour every once in a while when something catches your ear. You know, watching my channel, everybody knows I'm obsessed with 80s metal and blah blah blah. But I'm not afraid to get off the 80s metal road and go check something out. Well, I guess you can kind of look over the last year and a half or so. I kind of got crazy on 70s hard rock, you know, obscure stuff, bands I've never heard of up till that point, or only heard the names and never heard the actual music. But I took that detour, man, and just got buried in it and was loving it, and it's still kind of on that detour, you know. But I always come back onto the 80s heavy metal road and keep trucking. But it's cool to check out other stuff, and I always do that. And 5 years from now, man, I have no idea, you know. Something else will catch my ear. You know, lately it's been the new wave traditional heavy metal, which kind of lumps in there with the 80s stuff, but it's like, it's new, and I'm out exploring that now. And like I said, I've been doing this since the late 70s, and, you know, I've been at it a long time. And, you know, I got a lot of records, and yes, I'm an 80s metalhead, but I'm pretty secure in saying most people in the BC could probably come in and look through my collection and find stuff they like, even if they don't like metal. I mean, there's, you know, 200 or 300 jazz albums in here. There's blues, punk, 80s new wave, 60s country. It's a little bit of everything in here, man, and I'm not afraid to listen to anything. And I'm old enough now where, you know, I don't have any what do you call it, things you keep in the closet, you know, that you like, you know, ABBA or whatever. You know, who gives a shit? If you like it, go with it, man. Listen to it, find more of it. But yeah, like I say, 5 years from now, yeah, I'll still be doing it. And my purchasing goes up and down, you know. That's another thing where I'll get into flea markets and yard sales. I did that for a couple years, not long ago, and went nuts. Got completely out of that now, and then, you know, I was out looking for stores when stores started popping up again, and that was killer. And I still do that a little bit, but now I'm like looking online, you know, after so long. When you've been collecting this long, you know, you end up kind of finding a lot of the big albums, and you're looking for the more rare stuff that, you know, everybody knows this, you know, it's harder to find the rare stuff, and they don't pop up in the stores that you go to all the time. So, you know, you go online looking for them, and that's kind of what I'm doing now. And I'll get bored with that, and who knows, maybe I'll be back to yard selling again or something, or, you know, fingers crossed, vinyl will crash, and everybody will start selling them cheap again, and I'll be at the yard sales to pick them up. Can't wait. All right, the next question, or the next thing. Make sure I'm doing them right here. Okay, number 2, show 3 of your oldest albums. Oldest meaning your earliest pickups and the stories behind these first vinyl acquisitions. Like I say, I got my first turntable in the mid-70s, 77, somewhere in there. And got it for Christmas. Asked for it, got it. Up till then, I was just listening to the radio, you know. I was younger than 10, put it that way. And finally wanted to get a turntable. For Christmas, I got the turntable and 2 records. One I don't have anymore, I don't believe. But if I ever see it again, I'll pick it up for $1 or $2, as long as it's not expensive. Which was a Howdy Doody record. And this was the 70s, and I didn't even know who the hell Howdy Doody was. But, yeah, my parents got me the turntable, and they evidently knew who Howdy Doody was. But the other record they got me was the Beach Boys concert. And to be honest, at the time, you'd heard a couple Beach Boys albums, but even then, I was young, and this was before me. But I played the living shit out of this, and this isn't my original copy. To be honest, I don't know what happened to those 2 records, the Howdy Doody and this one. This is one I picked up, I don't know, a few years back. It's actually sealed. But I've played this so much, and I haven't listened to it for a long time, and I haven't opened this. And I will at some point when it hits me. But I'm pretty sure if I dropped the needle on this, I could just sing every song, every word, all the way through it. I love this thing. And that was basically my first, I guess you could say, rock album. And from there, Kiss. And, that's what really started it all for me. So, and a couple cousins had double platinum. Played it for me, and that was it, man. Full bore ahead after that. And I think I've shown this before, but this is basically my childhood in a record box. This is all the early Kiss albums. These are my early Kiss albums. My originals that I bought when I was a kid. And I never play them anymore. I have duplicates of all these, better copies, better shape. Because I was a kid when I had these and didn't take the best care with them. All the posters were hung. They got tape on the back, but everything has the posters in them and all that. But they're not in great shape, and I don't give a shit because they're mine, and I'll never get rid of them. I'll probably never play them again, but they were mine. So, like I said, the first one I remember buying myself with Christmas money, I think, was double platinum. And I'm not going to show you this much because it's probably going to drive the camera nuts. But, and then for the third one, pick a Kiss album. And it was probably either Love Gun or Destroyer. And, or maybe Alive 2. Right around in there. Hope you can't hear that. Like my stomach is growling. I haven't had breakfast. But that was it, man. It was full on Kiss. And from there, discovered AC/DC. Next Door Neighbor played Atomic Punk from Van Halen, and that blew my mind. Priest, and then the 80s come in, and it was Maiden, and off we went. But yeah, that was it, man. And from that point on, I was like, man, I remember just, especially going up into the 80s, that was it, man. Just as a kid, for Christmas, for birthdays, for anything. I don't want gifts. I just want money so I can go buy records. I want to mow yards so I can go buy records. I want to do whatever I can do to make money to go buy records. And that's what I've done. That's what I'll always do. That's basically all. I'm a boring old fuck. That's basically all I do. You know what I mean? I don't buy a lot of other stuff for myself. It's music related, records, a couple CDs, some magazines to keep up on stuff, and that's about it. All right, next. Uh-oh. Come on. Oh, show a photo of yourself from the time you started becoming a music fan. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of pictures from, I just don't have a lot of pictures. Haven't been one of those kind of people. Wish I did. But I do have some. I got some of my room probably in middle school, just the walls. And I'll show you that real quick here at the end. And just to kind of throw in, you know, what the hell, the band I was in college, just some shots of the band. Yeah, it's like 80, probably 90, maybe even 91, right around in there. But anyways, I'll throw those in. Let's do it right here. All right, hopefully that worked. So, all right, man. Again, congratulations, Lee, man. Yeah, 1 year, and I say it again. I can't believe it's only been a year. It's crazy. Fantastic guy. Check out his channel. Just great guy to have here in the BC, man. Yeah, check him out. All right, I guess that's it, BC. Later.